So I'm taking a little jaunt in the snow with the snowshoes. Went to where I felt comfortable by myself in the Jeep, and then saw where somebody had walked through here. So just checking it out to see what's up here. You do a little bushcraft or whatever. I got my little out of the truck bag with me too. It's been a while since I looked in it, so it could be interesting. Anyway, stick with me. I'm at the top of the hill now. I decided that this is called work, first of all. Following these tracks right here that somebody else has made. I actually want to go over there, but the trail goes that way. So I'm going to head this way for a while and decide if I want to go cross country or not, because I know how it is picking up wet snow. This stuff is pretty wet today, but we'll see. It's adventure. So I got up to the top here, and the trail did turn right and then left again, but it's on a road. I remember going over this in the summer, and I see people way up there ahead, so I don't want to go any further. So I'm going to have to go cross country, I guess, to the right here and head that way. See what lays beyond this. Let's see what I got in my bag. Now here's an important thing, a poncho, which can make a shelter. Coffee, of course, and flint and steel kit, wipes, my bigger knife that I carry along. Need it right now because I don't have any axe or any. I have a smaller knife with me. Sugar, Cliff Bar, and whistle, can opener, lighter, compass, extra battery, Swiss Army knife, cards to write on. These are really important to have nice bright cards in case you have to write notes to someone. My MSR stove, some duct tape rolled around, 100 foot black paracord, lint, materials to start a fire, chapstick, spoon. Just got a really neat titanium spoon from a Bushcraft USA guy. I'm going to put my spoon in here. Some more fire starting stuff, my flashlight, and my canteen with water, a lens. That looks like it's about it, but that's pretty good. And then the clothes and stuff I got on me, so I think I'm pretty well prepared if I have to do an overnighter and get a fire started. I got a little bit to eat and to drink. Always melt snow. I got cordage to help make a shelter, good knife, and poncho for either more clothing or shelter. Pretty cool, I like it. Yeah, trying to get something, in case I had to start a fire, just checking to see if I could. Getting something dry for the base. This is a lot of fat wood in it, and so I'll take my knife and get some pieces of this. This is nice and dry. And I'll get some twigs and put on top of that with some kind of a tinder. So I'm trying to find dead stuff that's dry, and I'm not just getting anything. I want the stuff that really is dry, that pops really well. I haven't got any real fine stuff, but I do have some tinder in my to-go bag, so getting stuff like this is what I'm after. So there's a big ponderosa down here. It has some really dead limbs looking like they're coming out of it. Not too far from my fire base, so it's worth taking the extra energy. And I'll zoom in and then stop the camera so you don't have to be bored. There you go. Those limbs right at the bottom. So this stuff is nice and dry, no bark, and it'll really make good secondary stuff. Okay, bear with me. I'm going to try a flint and steel fire just because I got the matches and everything. Try this instead. Get a good, I don't have a very big piece of flint here. There we go. Well, that was a disaster. Used all my tinder up. Well, I had to abandon the fire. I don't need it. And I have to get back to the truck. I'm a mile and a half or so away. There's a foot of snow where the truck is, so being a outdoorsman, I don't want to take chances when I don't have to. But I got a good base for a fire here. Just need more tinder. I brought some, as you saw, in the flint and steel, but it wasn't enough. So that's a good point to remember. I need a lot more tinder in my to-go bag. So that's the first thing I'm going to do when I get back. I tried getting some fat wood and making some curls with it, but it's really wet off of that tree down there. And I think there's stumps around here, but the snow's over them. So they're going to be wet too, so I'd have to work at it. If I had to, I know I could, but time is the problem here. I got a good fire lay anyway, and dry base down here. So I did good, but I failed on the fire part. Believe me, if I had to, I wouldn't though. I will make the necessary steps next time to bring more tinder. One thing about heading out is that, unless you trip over your snowshoes, is that you can find your way because of your tracks. There's none over that way, and right here I went. And besides, I know I have to go up to that hill up there where the tree line is, and then straight over it. So I'm about a mile and a half away, and starting to get dark. Not dark, but dusky. So it's always wise to make sure that you're on the right path and don't take any chances. So, beautiful, beautiful day. So here's the hill I came up, and wow, this is cool. Fairly good sized dog track. That's right in my snowshoe tracks. A lot of coyote around here. Who knows? And right there, he's going down the hill too. Man, it's much easier to go down this hill than up. Huh. Doesn't take a smart person, right? Man, it's a nice day. Clear and no new snow. So kind of warmed up, and now it's getting a little bit cooler. Sun's over there, and gonna set in an hour, looks like. So I'm back at the Jeep, and I think I'm gonna do a part 2 of this. Stop at the same exact place. It'll probably be snow here still, and go that way and get a fire going this time. I got plenty of tinder in the Jeep here. This bag here is the first aid. This is all tinder here. Then I got a box of kindling and tinder back there. I got some in the tub right here. Doesn't do any good back there though. So you want your bag, so when you take off, it's got what you need. And it's a good lesson. I didn't have enough tinder. I could have maybe taken the time and shaved off enough fat wood and got it going, or more of the really small twigs. But I figured I better get back here. The sun is pretty much setting over here now because of the mountains. But it was a fun exercise anyway, and it was definitely not a go on the fire, but a positive on the fun. Thanks. Well, that ends this video. Wait for part 2.